Lakes are scattered across the globe. They are found on every continent but Antarctica. Lakes' climates vary according to their biome. These biomes include grasslands, temperate forests, and even deserts. Like oceans, lakes have zones according to depth. The littoral zone is the topmost zone near the shore. Because of its abundant light, the littoral zone houses a diverse community of organisms. The next zone is the limnetic zone, which is well lit and is dominated by phytoplankton and zooplankton. The deepest zone is the profundal zone. Because of its lack of light, heterotrophs dominate this zone.
Deep lakes are stratified in the summer into 3 layers, the epilimnion, thermocline, and hypolimnion. In the fall, cooling of the epilimnion layer results in fall turnover. Winds in the fall circulate the entire lake. Fall turnover replenishes oxygen to the water. This allows fish to stay in the depths of the lake over the winter when the top freezes. In spring, the ice melts and the winds circulate the water again, causing spring turnover.
All lakes share common plants and animals, such as water grasses, weeds, and algae for plants, and fish, birds, and insects for animals.
The energy flow of lakes begins with producers, such as algae, then travels to primary consumers, such as fish. Secondary consumers, like birds and snakes, eat primary consumers. When organisms die, decomposers return the nutrients to the ecosystem.
The Great Lakes are an example of a temperate lake. This ecosystem is the largest freshwater ecosystem in the world. Example plant species found in the Great Lakes are muskgrass, wild celery, waterweed, and cattails pictured here. The dwarf lake iris, shown here, is a threatened species. This ecosystem is home to dozens of fish, such as the yellow perch, lake trout, and largemouth bass. Not only aquatic animals play a role in this biome, birds such as the eastern meadowlark and the endangered bald eagle are predators in the Great Lakes. The Lake Erie water snake is an endangered species.
Lake Titicaca is one example of an alpine lake. It is located in South America in a high altitude with cold temperatures all year round. Some plants that are found here are aquatic sponges, which are shown here. The Tortora reed is a very important plant for the human inhabitants of the lake. Indigenous peoples use this reed to make boats and houses. Some animals that inhabit this lake are Chilean flamingos, wild guinea pigs, and over 60 species of birds, including large populations of ducks. One animal that's unique to this lake is the Lake Titicaca frog. It's perfectly adapted to the cold environment due to its high surface area for easier thermoregulation. Due to competition and the introduction of new fish species, many populations have gone extinct. The Lake Titicaca frog and Titicaca grebe are endangered.
The Caspian Sea, a desert lake located north of Iran, is the world's largest lake. The organisms which inhabit the Caspian Sea are adapted to its high salinity. Some plant species common to the Caspian Sea are the water lotus pictured here, water reeds, and weeds. Aldrovanda, an endangered plant species, is a carnivorous aquatic plant. Some example fish in the Caspian Sea are the Russian sturgeon and the critically endangered Caspian salmon. Pictured here is the critically endangered beluga sturgeon. This lake is home to the Caspian seal, which is one of a few species of freshwater seals. Birds such as the Caspian gull and the Caspian tern are important to the ecosystem.
Lake Victoria is a tropical lake in Africa. This is a freshwater lake with very high temperatures and moist winds. Cichlids are one of the most important species in this lake. They evolve extremely rapidly to suit diverse environments. These cichlids feed mainly on detritus, phytoplankton, and zooplankton that is present in the lake. This adaptation is very advantageous for them because Lake Victoria is becoming increasingly volatile as an environment. The lake has become a dumping ground for raw sewage, endangering many species.
Lakes are very important biomes to conserve because many ecosystems depend on them. We as humans rely on lakes for fresh water and food. Dumping raw sewage and waste is polluting our limited fresh water and harming both plant and animal species.
Don't pollute. We need our lakes.
Like oceans, lakes have... I can't do it.
Okay, you can?
Not yet?
Oh my god, look at you! just
try it. The Caspian Sea, a desert lake located north of... Oh. I'm having so much trouble speaking.